Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. The WBO World Champion in the second featherweight division, American Shakur Stevenson, shared his forecast for the fight between his compatriots, the holder of the WBA Regular title in the lightweight division, Gervonta, and Rolando Romero. The tank will win by knockout. Because Rolly sucks. I consider him one of the worst fighters in our sport. He didn't fight anyone. This fight is a great opportunity for him because he hasn't fought with anyone. When he had a tough fight against Martinez, he lost it. Everyone is talking about my fight against Nakatila, but I won every round in that fight. While Rolando lost to Martinez, he was presented with victory. It was a bad night for him then. A bad night for me means that I dominated my opponent, but I couldn't knock him out. You haven't heard anyone say that they've been robbed, Stevenson said. Recall that Gervonta and Rolando Romero will fight on May 28 at the Barclays Center Arena in Brooklyn, USA. The WBO World Champion in the second featherweight division, American Shakur Stevenson, shared his opinion about his promising compatriot Rolando Romero, and also told how he would like the WBA Regular title holder in the lightweight division, Gervonta, to defeat him. I've watched Romero's fight, and I'm not impressed with his performances. I think he's trash. He needs to stop talking nonsense because he does it very often. I'm sure Davis will put him to sleep. I can't wait for it to happen. Romero fights like a Mayorga. Rolando is very clumsy and has no strength. Tank is a more skilled fighter. Gervonta will use his skills and complete the task. I can assume that Davis can knock him out even with a blow to the body. I hope he does, Stevenson said. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 8,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Undefeated American lightweight Ryan Garcia said he didn't understand why his former teammate Saul Alvarez publicly assumed him of a lack of dedication to boxing. You know me, you know how I am. I'm not messing around. Canelo knows I never gave him a head start. I was competitive, whether it was. They pressed, I pressed too. I wasn't beaten, no matter who worked in the gym. That's why Eddie Reynoso knew I was going to the big raid, and he told everyone about it. So I was confused when Canelo said that. I don't understand what his motive was. What was the point he was trying to convey? He just fucked me up. How does this motivate me? I'm my own motivator. I carry a lot on my shoulders. I don't need motivation. I'm a strong manic training machine. I will figure out how to handle this shit. I'm just like Michael Jordan. I'm the same as Canelo Alvarez, like Floyd Mayweather. I am such a person. It's crazy that he said that, Ryan Garcia said. The head of the Golden Boy Promotions company, Oscar de la Hoya, said that Ryan Garcia is ready to replace Vasily Lomachenko in a fight about the absolute lightweight world champion George Kambosos if Emmanuel Segoe paces without problems on April 9. If everything goes well for Ryan Garcia on April 9 on DAZN, then I hope to continue discussions with Ludibella and arrange a fight with Kambosos. I heard that Lomachenko had some difficulties getting to Australia. We want to fly to Australia, talk to Dibella and arrange this fight next for Garcia. That's how committed Ryan is, Oscar said. Lightweight prospect Ryan Garcia admitted that it was unpleasant for him to hear criticism from his former teammate, the absolute world champion in the second middleweight, Saul Alvarez. I was shocked. I didn't quite understand why he said it, especially to the media, because he couldn't definitely take me aside somewhere and tell me about it personally, so it puzzled me. I took it as a betrayal, because I would never have done this to him. I would never talk in the audience about what I think Canelo should do. We're a team, we shouldn't say bad things about each other. I know I've never done it. and I won't do it. Canelo is a great fighter and a person. I wish him only the best. But when he said that, I felt betrayed. I'm like, seriously, alright? To be honest, I don't think he wanted to show me the same love that I felt for him. But it's okay, I have a good heart, good intentions, and I will never wish him harm. I'm in a good place, I'm happy. It won't affect my punches in any way, so I don't care, Garcia said. Former world champion and now the head of the Golden Boy Promotions company Oscar De La Hoya is promoting one of his brightest and most gifted fighters, Ryan Garcia. A few months ago, Prospect was forced to change his coach. He left Eddie Reynoso. Under whose leadership he held 2 fights. The parties gradually began to exchange martial accusations. The coach star ward Saul Alvarez said that Garcia could be late for training, trained only for 20 minutes, and in principle was not serious about the boxing. The prospectus also claims that Eddie never had enough time for him, and he rarely appeared in the hall. Oscar De La Hoya admitted that in the future Canelo and Garcia can figure out their relationship with the help of FIS. I hope that in the future Canelo and Ryan Garcia will fight. It could happen in 3 or 4 years, you never know for sure, but they could meet at an intermediate weight of 165 pounds. Oscar said. However, when Saul was asked about this at the press conference of the fight against Dmitry Bivol, he only waved off the reporter. Bob Arum, the promoter of the Ukrainian ex-champion in the 3-weight categories Vasily Lomachenko, said that his fight with the leader of the lightweight division, Australian George Kambosos, was approved for organization. Everything is already settled. Ludibella is in 12th, and we have already agreed on everything. Today he sent us a gentleman's letter, in which he said that he was ready to wait a little. However, if everything is not resolved by the end of the week, then he will have to make a decision in favor of his fighter. So if Kambosos chooses another opponent and wins, he will get together with Loma in the second half of the year, Bob Arum said. Gervonta Davis will be stripped of WBA title unless he agrees unification. As they intend to unify all respective divisions to one champion, the WBA will order Gervonta Davis versus George Kambosos Jr. unification of the straps this year. This scenario comes about after Davis was informed to choose which division he would compete in, having held WBA secondary belts at 135 and 140. Davis chose 135, leaving the WBA with less headache regarding the narrowing down of straps held by Kambosos at 135 and soon to be vacant at 140. Gervonta Davis informed the WBA that he will only keep his lightweight belt, said President Gilberto Mendoza of the decision. Gervonta had 5 days after his fight to choose the division, and he decided to stay at 135 pounds. According to the new championship rules, Davis needs to fight Kambosos, but if he stayed at 140, it would have been a vacant belt. Now Tank will get ordered to agree on a deal with Kambosos Jr. when the WBA's turn comes around. He either fights Kambosos for the super version or refuses and gets stripped. It's that simple. A brief look at the WBA lightweight standing tells you Davis won the WBA crown in December 2019. He is yet to make mandatory defense in that time. Rolando Romero is next up on pay-per-view as the challenger after initially putting out due to personal issues. The pay-per-view happens May 28th. Therefore, the WBA can concentrate solely on dropping the regular title until that event is over, after which they will order Davis and Kambosos Jr. to collide. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.